I thought our kids played hard. I think offensively in the first half we had an excellent game plan, handling their man coverage, handling number 11, who's a bona fide first-round draft pick. I thought we did a good job killing plays and getting in and out of two cover answers. We ran the ball fairly well against a unbelievable defense, in my opinion. I think it's the best defense in the country. I thought defensively, BG defensively, I think we made some great adjustments at halftime. We were able to slow the stretch play down, but they're really good at running the ball. And at the end of the game, those last couple drives, we just ran out of bullets. They got into two-man. We knew they had it in their package, and we just couldn't beat two-man at the end of the day. And gave ourselves a shot at the end. The thought process was at the end to find a way to score, onside kick, take a shot, and see if you can shock the world there. But hands off to our kids. I thought they did a great job. Our staff did a great job. And, I thought we did a good job keeping Connor upright. This defensive front is the real deal. And number 11, just like I said, I've got a ton of respect for. I think the secondary can run with anyone in the country, and we did a good job in the first half manipulating their coverages and giving ourselves a chance.
Questions? Obviously tough to come up short, but to go toe-to-toe with number 18 in the country like that and to put up what you did offensively, just, obviously probably no moral victories, but just how many positives can you take away from a game like this?
Yeah, there was some positives, and just like any football game, there was some things that we need to get better at still. I think we made a huge jump in our prep from Fordham to Penn State. I think we improved in some areas. I think we got to take those next steps. And what I told our team was this: we just need to, week in and week out, just keep finding ways to get better. And our kids, I think, will buy into it. I think they're going to work like the people that they are, and they're going to work really hard. And we just got to keep getting better from week to week, keep improving. And we made some mistakes too. The fourth down call, that was a terrible call, and that's on me. And we thought scheme rather than player, and we thought we could get cute and beat number 11, and we didn't. So that was a bad call. So I'll take that. I mean, I look back and I'm going, what are you doing? You know better. You've done this 20 some odd years. That wasn't a smart call. Didn't give our team a chance.
The passing game in the first half, it's just the offense overall, obviously missing some key players, but to do that offensively, close to 300 yards, just talk about just the execution, especially Connor in the passing game, just really, really on point.
I thought we had a really good plan against what they did, and I think we were able to get Harold Fannin involved. Harold Fannin at times looked like the best player out there. He really did. And not having Terry on in the run game hurt. But I tell you what, JJ and JP and Little J, a lot of J's if you could tell. I thought they ran really, really hard. And I thought our offensive line was exceptional, dealing with really, really good players. And we need to get better. It doesn't get any easier. We're going to face another unbelievable front here soon. But we need to we're on a bye here. We really got to move the needle of our program this next week. We need to make sure that we're improving and getting better. We just got to keep the mindset of improvement, and give ourselves a chance. You know what? It was loud. Their fans are great, but I thought we had a great way of handling the noise, and I thought we did a great job with a bunch of different cadences to slow them down. If you watch the West Virginia game, they were just literally painting their ears backwards, to the sides, and they were running off the ball. And we just knew that we had to have multiple ways with the cadence, multiple ways with claps, multiple ways with indicators, to give ourselves a chance, because that front can run, and I thought our offensive line did an unbelievable job handling it. I think Connor did an unbelievable job, because we were checking in and out of plays left and right, and I thought the communication for a team that doesn't play in the crowd noise, I thought we handled it like a veteran team.
You guys opened up the game really well, scoring a touchdown on your first drive. I think that was the first time Penn State allowed a first drive touchdown in 28 games. How big of a tone setter was that for you guys in this one?
I thought we had a good script going into the game, and I thought we were fortunate that we caught them in exactly what we anticipated. And obviously that's all the coaching stuff, but I think our kids executed really, really well that first drive. And they executed really well the first half. The second half, we got caught in some things that we were in some bad plays because they adjusted and we were countering, adjusting, and we just ran out of the time with adjustments. And they were doing some things at the end that were difficult. We knew they had it. We knew they had it in their backpack, but we had a lot of other problems we had to worry about other than two-man. I mean, a lot. We had edge problems. We had chip help answers. I mean, we had a lot of stuff that we had to get done. So, at the end, you could put that on me. We ran out of bullets at the end.
Was Terrion out with an injury today?
Yeah, ankle. Yeah, he did his ankle in the Fordham game. He'll be back. It's not anything like last year. He just wasn't 100%. He was more towards the 50%. And when you're playing teams like that and you're 50%, we all know Terrion's a good player. Terrion's a good player at 50%, but when you're not healthy and you're not playing fast, you're going to get hurt. And knock on wood, I think we've came out of this healthy, and that was the biggest disappointment last year, is that we got the hell beat out of us in Ann Arbor.
Malcolm Johnson Jr., just so many big catches, in his second game here at BG, looked really confident out there. What can you say, about his performance, big touchdowns, some big third down conversions as well?
Needs to keep getting better. He's learning. This offense, there's a lot. We do a ton, and it can get overwhelming. And what you've seen with Malcolm is it's slowly but surely slowing down for him, because he's starting to know what to do. But that's why we got to get better. We've got a veteran team and all that, but whenever you look how many new faces we truly do have in that and on our units, it's got to be a race to the finish line for improvement. And we really need to move the receiver room another notch, in my opinion, these next couple of weeks, and get some guys back health-wise.
Obviously, even going back last year, like the Toledo game, a little bit in the Minnesota game, great starts, but just a tough second half. Is there anything, just adjustment-wise, anything that needs to happen the second half, after you do, in these huge games, after you really do start off the game, first half really well?
Yeah, obviously, just like I said at the very end, we ran out of bullets at the end. We did, and just like I said, we had so many concentration areas in the fat of the game that we had to execute and get right to give us even a chance. And at the end of the game, we got caught in two-man, and just like I said, we've got answers for two-man. We just couldn't get to them during the week. And just like I said, when you're playing a team like this, you've got 5,000 issues that you're trying to patchwork to give yourself a chance. And so I'll take full responsibility for running out of bullets. And we did. Fact of the matter is that there wasn't a lot of places to go with the ball at the end. And when we're in like games, you have time to do that. So it's 100% on me, though.
Even though you guys had some errors, like you said, and ran out of bullets, what's it say about the team that you guys kept fighting
my goodness, our kids, they're really locked in. They believe they can play against anyone. We're a good team. We need to improve. We need to keep moving the needle. And this Penn State team is going to be really good to watch. I like what they do on offense. The defense is great. They can run the ball. I think the quarterback's going to get better and better and better. So they'll make a nice run. They'll make a run at it.
Do you feel that's why Warren, in particular, had such a good game because you have to focus on so many different weapons from them? Maybe a guy that's a little under the radar is able to step up and maybe.
I'm sorry.
Warren, their tight end.
He played really well. Yeah, he played really, really well. And I thought they did some things schematically that we'll take. You know, anytime we see people getting the tight end the ball, we're going to copycat pretty quick because we like our tight end too.
As the players are coming off the field, you made kind of an effort to thank them for their hard work. How important was that to do?
Oh, I'm going to do that every game. I love our players, and I love what they do. We're in a crazy world of college athletics, and they're trying to be different. They're trying to be old school. They're trying to concentrate and worry about what's important. They're trying to stay away from all the selfish crap that's going out there, and I appreciate them. And you know, our goal is, just like I said, week in and week out, we need to get better, we need to improve, and we need to work our tail off at trying to be the best team in the country. And what does that look like? Tons of gratitude, tons of grit, tons of selflessness, and you know, let's be different. Let's not fall into with the craziness that's going on.
Team like that, what does it say? Just, you know, about you guys and to be able to perform at this stage, perform that well.
Yeah, I think we showed today we're a really good team. We have, you know, we can play with the best. I mean, they're going to be in the top of the Big Ten, maybe even make the playoff, whatever. They're a really good team and really well coached, and so are we. So we can play with anyone. We showed it last year with Michigan, showed it today, and as long as, I mean, if we can be just consistent week in and week out, then we can beat anyone.
First half, I mean, you guys come right out of the gate, march right down the field for a touchdown. Again, scored on 4 of your 5 possessions. You know, just talk about just the execution, especially the passing game. You know, especially with Harold and Malcolm. You know,
Yep.
just the passing game seemed really on point there.
Yeah, it was good. I felt good. The protection was awesome, really all night, but especially in the first half. And then just trusting my playmakers, Malcolm, Harold, JJ, Rock. I mean, all those dudes were getting open, and I was just a pitching machine. I just throw the ball to them, throw it accurately, let them run. And then when I needed to make plays out of schedule or that weren't there the first read, I was able to do so, and then just got to figure out a way to do that all 4 quarters.
Yeah, what adjustments did you see, you know, from Penn State in that second
Yeah.
half? Obviously, you know, it's a pretty different second half. You know, what was maybe the biggest challenge that they presented in the second half?
Yeah, I mean, we did a really good job in the first half. Obviously, they were going to adjust and make some adjustments, and they played a lot more too high, 2-man zone coverage, and you know, I think we ran a ton of plays in the first half, and I think we kind of just ran out of bullets, and it is what it is. But at the end of the day, I mean, we got to find a way to make one more play, make one more block, one more catch, one more throw, whatever it takes to win the game, and just came up a little short.
Connor, you and Harold Jr. have really seemed to build a really good connection. Can you just talk about that a little?
Yeah, that dude is unbelievable. Harold he's the best tight end in the country, in my opinion, and he's funny just because you don't have to teach him anything. He just does stuff the right way on the field, and he gets open, can beat zone, knows when it's zone, knows when it's man. He's awesome for, 6'5". That's awesome for a quarterback to have. I've always wanted a tight end like him, so, and got it with him. So it's awesome to play with him.
You know, talk about a guy like Malcolm, Johnson, he catches 81 yards for him, that big touchdown, a
Yep.
lot of third down conversions as well.
Yeah.
Are you seeing that chemistry kind of build between you two as well? I mean, obviously for him to have a huge performance like this was big too.
Yeah, no doubt. I think we really had a good connection in camp, and then obviously last week we ran the heck out of the ball, so we didn't get to showcase it much last week. But coming into this week, we knew Malcolm was going to have a big game. We knew it was going to be a lot of press man-to-man, one-on-one matchups, and I think that first drive I just gave him a chance on a deep go ball, and he made a play, and he was awesome all night.
Considering you guys are without Terrion and a couple of your top receivers as well,
Yeah.
I mean, where does this offense performance, especially that first half, kind of rank? I mean, to be able to do that against a team like that without some really key players, I mean, I think speaks volumes.
Yeah, it's just next man up. I mean, nobody cares that we have guys out. Penn State doesn't care that we have guys out. We got to figure out a way to go out and win, play well as an offense, and no matter who's out there on the field, just have to know your assignment, know your job, and execute.
Looking at a game like this, against Toledo last year, even Minnesota a little bit last year, great starts in the first half, and the second half maybe just sputters a little bit. Is there any adjustment or anything that you guys have to make, especially in these enormous games against really high caliber opponents?
Yeah, exactly. High caliber opponents. So they're really good teams, and they make adjustments too, just like we do. So, like I said earlier, we just came up one or two plays short today, and they made one more adjustment, whatever, than we did. And we got to figure out a way to draw stuff up on the sidelines, which we were doing a little bit of. Figure out stuff that'll work when they make those adjustments.
How much confidence does this performance give you guys going into a bye week A&M and then that play, knowing that you could hang around with what Coach Lovewood calls one of the best teams in the nation?
Yeah, I think we had confidence coming into the game. That's why we played so well. I think we knew that we could hang with them. We knew that we could beat them, which we beat them in the first half. It was just second half we didn't score any points and got to score to win. So, but yeah, I mean, we have all the confidence in the world. I think no matter how this game, whatever the outcome of this game was, we were going to have confidence going into Texas A&M, Old Dominion, and then the MAC. So we have a ton of confidence.
Offensively against one of the best defensive teams in the country, what does it say about just how deep and talented this offense is for you guys?
I gotta give all the credit to the O-line. They put in work day in and day out, so it all goes to them. We ran a mid-zone play, so give all the credit to them.
Obviously, the run game, no Terrion, but you and Jason really stepped in and performed well. How when there are injuries, to certain players, I mean, do you guys just really, just try to take another big step forward, just try to play a little extra more motivated? Just kind of how do you approach that when you're missing, some key players?
Yeah, so it's like a little bit of motivation. He was out. We gotta step up. So it's always the next man up. So yeah.
And obviously, your big touchdown run in the second quarter, I think that puts you guys up 10. Just kind of take us through that play. Obviously, a huge moment. I think it really kind of shocked the crowd a little bit. Just kind of take us through that play.
Yeah, so we just called a mid-zone play and then pushed front side, and O-line did the rest, and all I had to do was just cut up in the hole and do the rest. So that was it.
Harold Fannin, just an outstanding game today. We've seen it a lot, these past couple years, but you get to see it day in and day out. Just kind of how special of a player is he for you guys?
Yeah, he's really special. Probably one of the best players I played with. So he's really special. Even in practice, he works very hard. So.
Going into the bye week, and then obviously Texas A&M after that, kind of how important is this upcoming week? You guys are 1-1, obviously, with a couple good performances. What's the key as you guys kind of approach this bye week?
Our key is just to recover, get better every day, and then take it step by step.
Obviously tough to come up short, but to go toe-to-toe with a team like that, what does it say just about you guys to be able to put up a performance like that?
Yeah, I mean, we don't care really who we're playing. We're gonna come out and try to give us their best shot, no matter if it's the number one team in the nation or the last team in the nation. We're gonna come out and try to win and play our best effort. So it was good to see us fight to the end, but we just gotta capitalize.
What's kind of the mood right now? Is it like, we just played outstanding against a team like that, but we also had some chances to pull off a huge upset? What's maybe just kind of the feeling right now?
Yeah, I mean, we lost, so at the end of the day, you're a competitor. You don't like losing, so it hurts, but to know that we played a top 10 team down to the wire and we had them on their heels, it's a good feeling. We just got to get in next week and make corrections so we can go to Texas A&M and play well.
Defensively, some nice pass breakups, in the secondary, prevent a lot of huge plays. Just what was the key for you guys to try to slow them down? Obviously they have talented running backs, they obviously have a good tight end, but just what was the key to trying to slow them down, like especially the second half?
We work on getting the ball out and trying to get the ball back as much as we can. So when situations like this come up in the game, we just fall back on our practice and keep going for the ball as much as we can. So I had no doubt in my mind that we were going to make stops in that second half. Yeah.
You guys in that second half had a lot of opportunities where Penn State was pushing it downfield. You guys could have broken the defense, but you just bent and held them and forced a turnover the one time in the end zone. What's it say about the team that you guys didn't hold on?
Yeah, I mean, we're never going to give up. We're going to fight till the end, no matter if we're up 21 or down 21. Whoever's in the game, we're taught to go 100% as long as you can until you can't no more. So we're going to fight and fight and fight until that clock hits zero every time.
A guy like Malcolm had a big game, 8 catches, 81 yards, had a big touchdown. For him to kind of break through this early, and have a strong game like that, what does that kind of say about him and the chemistry he and Connor have already developed?
Yeah, I mean, they had a great spring and fall camp. I like to say I got the best end of it during fall camp, blocking them down, but he's a great player, and he gave us tough fits during fall camp. And like we kind of always say, if you can do this against us, then you're going to go out there against any team in the country and play well. So him and Connor and Harold, our whole offense, they're starting to get clicking, and hopefully they click at the right time.
Is there, in these big games like this Toledo game last year, Minnesota even, after a really, really great first half, is there any adjustment or anything that needs to really happen in the second half to kind of keep that going? Obviously they're pretty tough opponents, but what maybe needs to happen in the second half to try to close the deal against Big Ten opponents?
I mean, we just got to keep playing our game at the end of the day. There's adjustments at every halftime, no matter who it's against. So we just got to keep playing our game. We harp on just do your job, don't try to do too much, and sometimes that might get the best of us, but we always going to try to do our job to the best of our ability and go out there and see what happens.
It's tough to come up short, but to put on a performance like that, especially offensively against one of the best defenses in the country, what does it say about the talent and just how good this offense can be?
I think it says a lot. We have a really talented offense. We play hard today, and it was a fun time out there. But we came up short. So at the end of the day, we want to get a win. Even though we played well, we still want to win. But it says a lot about who we are, how we responded, and with the environment that we played in. It was a pretty hectic environment, but we responded well and we played well.
For you personally, obviously a big game, 8 catches, 81 yards, and a touchdown. How's the chemistry been building with you and Connor? For this quickly, in your BGSU career here, to put up a good performance like that, just how kind of quickly has that, chemistry built?
I think that's one of the main things that why I wanted to transfer early from Auburn and get here in January so I can be with the quarterback a lot and we could toss it around a little bit. But I think Connor, he's a great guy. He's somebody that I appreciate, and I always ask him what I need to do better. Just because I want to be quarterback friendly, and it's easy to talk to Connor as well. Like he's just a great guy.
When you're missing some really key players like RJ was out, Jalen out, even Terry on the running back, how do you try to just maybe step up your game? Obviously, with missing a couple top wide receivers, you know, is there like a certain kind of mindset that you have to change?
I think our coach says, you know, we don't die, we multiply. And essentially, what he's basically saying is, even though people are kind of, you know, out, we have to play our game regardless of, you know, whatever the circumstances are are ongoing.
To do what you guys did offensively that first half, just how much fun was that? I mean, Connor's, you know, throwing it everywhere. You guys are just basically scoring at will against a defense like that. Just kind of, how much fun was that offensively?
I think it's a receiver's dream, you know, to get the ball, to be quite honest. It was a lot of fun, you know, especially with the Penn State, you know, their defense being ranked so high and how quiet the stadium was. It was a blast. Like, I love to see it.
What were the biggest differences and challenges for you guys between the first half and the second half that they presented?
I think they just made some adjustments that I don't think we game planned for. You know, we got on them very early on, and then some things occurred, and it was kind of tough to overcome that.